Alrighty then, stand to my corners, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we continue the campaigns of Monarch's Myrmidon. Hello, Clueless16, welcome to the stream. We're just about to get started here after our highly successful celebratory week of playing MechWarrior 5 Legend of the Kestrel Lancers. If you haven't seen it yet, the VODs are already starting to go up on YouTube, but if you can't wait for YouTube, well, you can check down in the VOD section on Twitch, and there is all of the stuff that we did there, including perhaps maybe even a mission or two that YouTube may have missed. I don't actually remember, but hey, it's entirely possible. You never know. It pays to be here if you want all of that sweet, sweet content. Hello, K-Ogre. Welcome to the stream. All right, last time we ended up buying a Warhammer. We spent about 9 million Seables on it, and then we spent another 1.5 million or so actually retrofitting the thing so it would be actually useful and survivable. And today we're going to use it. So I am eager to get ready and rocking to go so that we can actually get this show on the road. So let us drop down. We are doing a little bit of assassination mission. We are fighting the Coalition once again, which is so odd because the Coalition is our faction. But hey, I suppose unfortunately, we are going to be doing a lot of dirty deeds against our own people. We probably should have actually sided with the other Aurigan faction because clearly we seem to be doing most of the work for them. So the enemy is actually located right in here, which is a really nasty area because the spawn position is right here, which places you behind this rough terrain, which slows you down in RogueTech, as well as this water, which slows you down in RogueTech. So this is a very bad spot to spawn. We have done this spawn a couple of times in previous missions on this map. It has never gone well. It almost always results in artillery just shelling us into oblivion. So we are going to attempt to avoid that at all costs. And instead, I want to see, yep, I can get put down right in here. We are sort of against the wall here, but there are easier lanes to move through here. Yes, this is more uneven terrain, but we have enough movement up into the high terrain that I think that'll actually be reasonable. So let's drop down our starting forces. We have 5 mechs available. One of them is a recently restored PPC Blackjack, which no longer is PPC only, which slightly annoys me. But we will fix it in the hopeful near future. Hey, we've actually run into the enemy immediately, which is not good. Wonderful. We did this one for all cash. That way we would have this knocked out of the way early in the month. I did spend a couple of days this month just getting a couple of repairs finished. Hey, that's a Crusader. Ooh, you're nasty. I like you because you have a lot of missile hardpoints and you're a lot of fun. I don't think I've ever actually used a Crusader for longer than like 2 missions because they've always exploded on me. Because when you cram that many missiles into something, eventually it's just going to explode. It's just science. And then we have a totally worthless mech that is garbage in every single way, and I hate it. So we will spend no more time thinking about that. Instead, we're just going to reserve because we know we're going to get shot at, or we assume we're going to get shot at. It's a very safe assumption, I feel. Something that we can bank a lot of money on. Alrighty. Warhammer 7M already getting fired. I should probably actually show the Warhammer 7M off because I don't know if I want to say proud, but I certainly enjoy it. So this is our Warhammer. It is equipped with 2 ERPPCs, 2 medium lasers, a bolt-on AMS, and an advanced AMS. This is clearly more of a support Warhammer. It's not designed to work on its own, although it is well armored across the board. Should be able to be survivable. These ERPPCs will eventually be swapped out for clan versions, which do 75 damage, which will be a massive increase in firepower. But for now, I'm fairly happy with this current loadout. There is a Warhammer that I want to be able to build in RogueTech that was constructed by me and a couple of friends of mine. In Mega Mech, and I want to see if I can actually bring that over, but that's going to require a very specific Warhammer based on the hard points that we're going to need for it. So I will keep that as a secret for now, or at least a secret for me and those who actually know exactly what Warhammer I'm discussing, because they will actually probably find that a little bit amusing. All right, Crusader's moving on forward. He's probably got, what, the 2 LRM-15s, the 2 medium lasers, and the 2 SRM-4s. And the advanced AMS already paying dividends for us. Only 2 missiles managed to get through, although we are still under spawn protection on turn 1. So that's not a guarantee. I did take this one for all money. I think I mentioned this a little bit ago, just so I could have the end of the month mostly sorted out. Ow! Holy crap! He just went to town on us. Didn't miss a single time because every shot that he missed got sucked into the other fire starter. So that's a little less than ideal. That is, of course, probably an AC2 weapons carrier or an Ultra Autocannon 2 weapons carrier. Could be. And oh, that was not pleasant. We're going to have to give him a suitable gift in the near future to make sure that... Ow. Yeah. Probably have opened up the range a little bit more on these guys because we are getting splashed. We've got 2 more units to suffer through, and then we can go charging through. Although it is only a plainsman, so that's kind of good. Look at that beautiful point defense just going ham. Now, one of the reasons why I actually feel really confident with leaving it in overload mode Which, by the way, if you haven't noticed, you probably should have. Any AMS that can be overloaded now defaults to overload, which allows it to be much more protective. That was changed a couple of patches ago, actually, and was one of the better changes that they've made recently to just ease of use and quality of life and that sort of thing. But one of the reasons why I don't mind this thing just being on full overload all the time, even though it's almost out of ammo, is because the bolt-on AMS is there to back it up the moment that advanced AMS jams. So we may actually need to cram more ammunition onto this thing. It's a little bit of a concern. Not gigantic, but definitely something that I want to keep in mind, because if we're burning through ammo that fast, then we are not getting enough work done. In fact, yeah, I'm going to step it down to normal mode. That'll save a lot of ammo. No, not MG, just normal. 40 shots instead of 65. Yeah, we're going to definitely need an extra ton of ammunition on this thing. The Clint probably needs to be shot at, although the Condor is just as vulnerable as the Clint. And I'm going to hit that Clint. I'm going to shut off the medium lasers. The accuracy is so bad that I don't want to waste the heat on it. So we're going to build a little tiny bit of heat just with the ERPPCs, no actual connection. Once I can get the Warhammer on top of that hill, I'll actually be able to make use of those ERPPCs in a more effective way. But until that happens, we're just sort of spitballing from range. Not ideal, but definitely suitable. Rifleman also is in dire need of additional ammunition. We have run out of ammo on this Rifleman basically every single time for the past while. So it's not something that I'm super happy about, but there's not a whole heck of a lot I can do. I step it up to 4s because the accuracy should remain about consistently. Unfortunately, we only hit him 3 times, which is a little bit lower than I was anticipating, but hopefully we'll be able to turn that around in the somewhat near future. I do want to move into cover just because of the damage reduction, and it is a very helpful position to be in. As you can see, we now have a large laser on this thing, which is annoying me to no end instead of the twin PPCs, but that's all we can do for now. So we're just going to fire the light PPCs. We did manage to get 2 hits off that one, so not bad. Light PPCs have an inherent ignore evasion rule, which is very helpful. I'm going to try and run you down here. We're going to be guarding with our right side because our left leg is almost chewed through already. And I'm going to see if I can't hit that Condor a little bit. Soften him up for the other fire starter when it comes on through with the flamers. Unfortunately, nothing connected. But such is life. Fire starter with Kager. I probably could get really close if I kick on the hot seat, and I think I'm going to want to do that. The additional speed that the hot seat provides us will allow us to get right on top of the target. In fact, we may even be able to melee said target. No. No, the target is apparently unmeleeable, which somewhat sucks, but I should be able to get right on top of him and barbecue him at full tilt. That'll also give us 4 pips of evasion, which is exactly what we need. And good. I did calculate this correctly. We didn't cook ourselves immediately. Flamethrower did not kill him. I'm frankly surprised. Got a fire truck with oil slicks on it. That's not good. That'll give us additional stability damage to us, and we don't want that. That would be very, very painful moving forward. Next. Unfortunately, we're suffering from the penalty because we reserved a whole lot that turn, so your initiative sucks on the next turn. Hello, Anton ladies. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Oh, we got a quick cell Panther with a large pulse laser and an LBX laser. Fun times. Managed to nail the blackjack pretty head on with that one. I don't think he managed to hit the head because the pilot didn't complain about it, but still. Not good. Crusader, definitely the most dangerous of the group right now. Point defense coming in to protect our K-Ogre's Firestar just a little bit. And now we got to worry about that Clint. I forget what the Clint was actually holding. He does have stealth technology, which is not cool. Oh, Thunderbolts. Great. We're going to want to charge that fast because Thunderbolts are not okay. Rifleman, Warhammer, and Blackjack are my current ones because my Firestarters had to hold position for so long. But I think the Rifleman may actually be ideal for dealing with this problem because I have high accuracy and enough ammunition to make this stick. Going from a 69 to a 56, I'm willing to accept that for the additional shots. So, good night. The accuracy was beautiful. Unfortunately, we were not nearly as devastating as I was somewhat expecting. Oh, no, it's got street quicksells. Never mind. You're nowhere near as dangerous as I thought you were. I thought you had, like, thermal bolts and the like, but no, he was just chucking grenades at us. It's almost disappointing, actually. Yeah, hit him. We may as well focus. Well, the PPCs missed, but the medium lasers were able to actually connect, so not quite what I had in mind, but we shall have to work with that. Slip in a little bit closer. Yes, I want to kill the Clint because the Clint has stealth technology. I don't like my enemies having stealth technology, so would you please implode? Large laser got the piece that I wanted. Unfortunately, he doesn't have an XL engine, which is what I kind of thought he did, so that's going to make things a little bit more difficult moving forward. Enemy gets to hop on us, however, they didn't do anything useful with it. So that'll allow our fire starter to come zipping on in here and beating the ever-loving crap out of him. So I'm gonna go with, can I kick? If I go behind him, I can kick, and the only person behind him is the Panther, which fire starter's not great with getting shot in the back, but I'm going to see if I can pull this off. Next turn, we shouldn't have the malice, so we should be able to move up a little bit faster in the initiative track. Successful kick, and then the medium blazers. Come on, burn him down, burn him down. Okay, I saw 2 red numbers, which makes me happy. And he's not dead, but he might be soon. Oh, he's gonna bail. Okay, we'll take that. This thing has nothing that we intend to actually keep, so that's not the best thing ever, but would have been nice if he had just detonated the ammo. Plainsman's gonna pull back, shoot the fire starter, and be moderately effective. I mean, he actually did manage to hit me a little bit. All right, Kagger, turn off the hot seat. You cannot handle the heat. I could go charging up to here to hit this Panther, even with the hot seat offline, but I don't know if that's the best idea ever. Especially with the Plainsman back there. Condor's been opened up pretty nicely. Oh, wow. He's got medium heavy lasers. I don't want to see that. The Plainsman is only a couple of missile launchers. My big concern is I'm a little bit too close. So getting a good angle on this is not the easiest thing to do. So I'm going to pull back here a little bit closer to my point defense, which hopefully will not burn down. And I'm going to turn off the less accurate flamers just to keep my temperature slightly under control. Let's see if that'll be enough. Still not enough. Ooh, need to cook it harder. Condor needs to die quick. Like, too late, you're about to get shot. Oh no, he's pulling back. Okay, he's gonna shoot the fire starter. He did manage to hit us once, but only 28 damage, which for a medium laser is, yeah, kind of weird. I was expecting heavy medium laser. Normal medium laser, that's totally expected. They must have some sort of malice to accuracy. Alrighty, the Rifleman. Let's get on up in here and see if we can help out our buddies. I would like to go to a side angle, however, I am actually trying to save that laser a little bit. Because I do want the LBX autocannon laser. Or not LBX. The LBX large laser that he's packing. But if I do this, I will be placing myself in threat. You know what? Screw it. Every so often, you just gotta roll the dice. And see what happens. Solid accuracy off of that one, and enough instability to make him unstable. Now, when is he moving? 17. I am matching him on 17 with a fire starter. So Moon's actually going to be able to come up and take advantage of this, which is perfect because the big concern was whether or not Moon would get shot in the back. I love it. Can't, because if I do that, I'm going to get shot in the back by you. So I think I'm going to have to sprint for this. Oh no, I can't turn enough. Can I jump for it? I can. The heat should be controllable. So we're going to place ourselves in hopefully a defensive position. This says I'm going to cook, this says I'm not, so I'm just going to ignore it and pray that it's lying to me. 37% accuracy was bad, especially given we were on top of him. Sure, we're in the forest, but nah, must have been a sensor problem. Could have gone back to Jacob, but no point. Panther's gonna run back in the corner. He's gonna, yeah, go right through our armor on that one. Because of course he did. Didn't turn him just enough, unfortunately, and looks like he was able to get behind us. Oh, and we're unsteady. Oh, God. Well, Moon is probably gonna get killed here. Because that is a lot of missiles, and they're through our armor, and they've got another 4 people. Hello, Captain Helldog. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Got another 2 people moving. Oh, goodness. Condor, pull back even further. Ow, ow. At least he'll hit us once. Critical hits are acceptable on that mech design. It's actually fairly cheap. Yeah, lower armor actually destroyed. I honestly do not care. Run forward, I think. Ugh. Both times the angle is terrible. I'm just gonna have to hope that I get onto the right location on him if I random it. Which is probably the best thing to do, unfortunately. Oh, the hot seat's still on. It should be off. I thought I turned it off. That's why the heat was out of control. Don't want to walk through flames for obvious reasons. We will lose any point of having turned off the hot seat if we do that. Set up in here. Yeah, the range accuracy is just garbage. So we're just going to have to put up with this, I think. It's not going to give me a shot this turn, but it'll also allow me to chill down, and next turn we'll be in a much better position. We're also providing ECM to our people around us. So just kind of pray. At least that's what I'm doing. All right, we are officially out of AMS ammo. On round 3. Jeez. That's only 1 Crusader too. Can I get an angle that doesn't require me to walk through fire? Probably not. Yeah, it's not looking great for that. I can probably handle a little bit of heat though.
My way, Commander.
Alright, 71s is pretty decent. We're on the wrong side, of course, but hey, you can dream. 76 is still acceptable. We'll take that shot. Both hits that time. Did punch through. Unfortunately, we weren't able to actually break it, but we are in a good position. Oh, time to ban a bot? Oh, hello, bot. Go away, bot. Nobody likes you. Ban. Thank you. Ain't got no interest in no butts around here. You can probably follow up with this. The Blackjack's not exactly the heaviest hitter out there. And as long as that UAC guy is standing, I'm a little bit worried. Can't get a position that allows me to angle up on the Plainsman, but the Plainsman's not the one I shot. Can I at least get a shot on the Condor? I can. It's going to require me to walk through flames. I'll do it. Sometimes you just need to throw everything at the wall. I think I said that already, but we're going to continue to do it. This is telling me that I'm about to cook. I have no ammunition to explode anyway, so... Of course you almost shut down. Why? Why did you not hit him in the one spot that would have instantly popped him? I have severe concerns about Moon's fire starter. I don't think it's getting out of here alive. Oh god, that's an SRM carrier Mark III. Okay, errors have been made. They have a lot heavier ground forces than I had quite anticipated. This is a problem. And our initiative is not recovering well. If I can just move the fire starter before he explodes, I will be a happy camper. Alright, let's get Kaeger up on in there. Get all of his flamers ready to dish out of the heat. We'll be able to kill the Condor if we do this. So let's slip in right like so. That'll give us 2 pips of evasion. Not a ton, but we are also in the forest. And let's get the flames running. I was hoping for a little bit of splash into the guy behind him, but hey, this is fine. Hello, Lowbrow. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Alright, 17. We still have him to worry about. And then, of course, there's that SRM carrier. No, go away, Panther. Nobody likes you. Ow. No, come on. The very end, he got all of it. Damn it. Well, Myrmidon's bleeding out. That's great. And he's got 1 health remaining. Beautiful. So if they blow up that side torso, he's instantly dead. So we're just going to have to hope that we get lucky. Oh, tandems. Screw you two. I'm going to break you. I'm gonna break you into 1,000 little pieces. I'm gonna laugh about it. Alright, Rifleman. 1 set is jammed, that's okay. I can get a shot on the Plainsman. It won't probably be the best angle ever. But it will allow me to continue to prosecute this attack, and that's what I need. We are unfortunately currently suffering from the effects of our firing instability, but I'm just gonna continue to let it loose and hope we get a little bit lucky. Let it loose! Please don't shoot our friendly fire starters. That's all I ask of you. Hello, Humongous. Welcome to the stream. I'd shot around people in the back, which is obviously a little less than ideal. SRM carrier Mark III, here he comes! Oh god. It just gets so much worse from here. If we get lucky and we get to move early, we're gonna break all of that. Alright, set up like so. You are, of course, still the bait. That's how this works. Target Mr. SRM carrier and introduce him to pain. I hope. If I manage to hit him with every single weapon in that side torso, it will crack him. 1 miss and 1 so 2 medium lasers got in the same spot. That's great. So we have that going for us. Plainsman moving forward with his SRMs and explodes. Okay. That's great. Blackjack, restart. I'm surprised nobody shot at you. Wait, what? Where's Moon? Moon didn't die, did he? No way Moon died. Where is Moon? I saw him with 1 injury remaining. I was bleeding out in 6 activations. Oh, he must have fallen unconscious. Okay. Hopefully he's not dead. Well, yeah, it shows him with 1 injury, so hopefully he just fell unconscious and he's not dead. So we should be able to get him back soon-ish. So we're going to have to rely on hopes and prayers at this point. I think running right up on top of you and lighting you on all of the fire may actually be the best idea I have. Give you some vigilance. This also run the UAC-2 carrier. Probably the best thing we got. It's not ideal, but it's the best I got. Fire! Literal fire. Did not work. Mech went boom. Mech did not go boom. Mech is perfectly intact. Oh, he's gonna punch! Damn it! He managed to charge us. Oh, I did not need that today. Not today. How badly damaged are you? You're pretty ripped up. If I can just get a little bit more pressure on you, I can break you in half. So don't miss, guys. Oh, was that enough? That was enough. Okay, goodbye, Mr. SRM carrier. We only have the UAC 2 carrier, and then, of course, our everybody's favorite. Although the fun thing about Crusaders is once you go digging around inside the structure, you find out there's a lot of ammo there. 52 damage. What the hell? Off of a pulse laser? Something broke. Oh, no, that's gotta be a jam. That's gotta be a jam. He didn't actually get it through armor. Destruction on it. Enemies feeling inspired. I'm not. Alright, so. Yeah, Mr. Screw You. Shift around right over to here. We're gonna go for Das Punch. Then we're just gonna light you up with literally every single laser that I have. And I'm gonna see how much you explode. Okay, so missing the kick. Obviously not going according to plan. Let's see if he misses the 18 laser shots. He's not doing well. Okay, at least we got one half of the mech destroyed. Will he bail? Please bail. Just, come on. No. No, I can't be that lucky. At least not today. Not yet today, anyway. Later on today, maybe. Maybe things will change. I don't want to get too close to that oil slick because I have no idea what's going to happen to me if anything goes with that. Ah, he missed it by 2 shots. Because of course. Oh, apparently LBX laser is on the other side. Alright, well, since he's already lost all the things that actually make him useful or good to me, I may as well just fry him. So, align him up like so. I shoot him my Warhammer, feel free. It's out here for a reason. There. All of his weapons dead. He's done. Panther be all. He had most of it. He managed to knock out Moon Moon. And he's done a pretty decent amount of damage to everybody around him. So he did well. AC2 carrier coming around. Just gonna light up the fire starter because of course he is. That's gonna drop KO to the ground. See, this is the perfect indication of why we need more. Hi! At least Kyogre won initiative. Run! Full speed, full power. Come on, you can do it. 2 is the best you've got. What? On any event, we've lost another heavy flamer. God darn it! This mech is becoming less and less viable all the time. It's kind of sad. We started with like 5 heavy flamers and now we're down to 1. So obviously not happy. Oh, we're gonna get stomped on by Mr. Moving at 19 initiative. Two of my guns are now jammed. Jeez. Where did you go to school for being a mech pilot? Clearly it wasn't anywhere reputable, because you cannot seem to keep these guns accurate at any point. Burn out a side torso, see what ends up happening, and stop wobbling, you're no longer unsteady. There. Panther's dead. Eliminated ambushers. Taken care of. What do you mean? Feeling one coming out? Wait, what? Sorry, watching my mobile battle? Oh, you think you're getting gold? Oh, that sucks. God darn it. Hey, at least he cooked himself to do that. But still, uncalled for. You leave my fire truck alone, or my fire starter alone. How am I supposed to build it? How am I supposed to utilize this hyper advanced technology if you keep making it explode? Alrighty. Yes, that's the best shot I have with a sprint. What? Oh, it's because I'm in the goop. That's fair. That's unfortunately fair. However, I have a perfect shot right into your behind. Okay, we did get some penetration on that. Crusader is now unsteady. And it just so happens that we have another friend who can get right on in there. 96.4 across the board. Am I going to lay into him? What's his chance to explode? 80% shutdown. That is a little less than ideal. Should I kill some of these PPCs? I'm going to need basically every shot from this PPC, so... 30%? Yeah, we'll take it. Right into it, right into it. And that's enough, he's popped. We got that. Alright, Oil Slick AC2. That's all that's left. So, let's move around in here. And if I hit him right in there with Das Boot, see if we can't crush him. Oh no, it's not UX, it's HVACs. Okay. He may have already blown up his own weapons anyway. Because the HVACs have a chance of just taking damage. Automatic crits. It's painful in every single way you can possibly imagine. They're a garbage weapon.
Yes.
It is sad, but it is also, in fact, true. And right, so aim over here. How bad is the heat getting? You did have tandem rockets, you little joker. Alright, 2 hits off of it, which is a little less than I was anticipating, but hey. HVAC worst weapon ever, but yeah, pretty much. Even rifles can fill a role, but HVACs, no. Stop doing that. I need this back in one piece. Come down the mountain, we only have 1 target. Luckily, we have 3 of our guns. Unfortunately, his weak spot is on the other side of the mech now. Because, of course it is. Just hold down the triggers and let it go cyclic. We'll see what ends up happening. Hey, he popped. I'll take it. That's better. Yes. Just because they're HVAC 2s of all things is like, really? We're going to step up here, and we're also going to shut off the PPC and the large laser. Oh, actually, yeah, our accuracy is just beyond terrible. May as well lob 1 light PPC at him. We actually don't get penalized at all. 1 starter with a pushback with an HVAC? Ooh, that's rough. Was it like a 10 or a 20? Because, like, at least an HVAC 20 gives you range on it, but even then, I'd rather not have it. I know, it's kind of sad, but it's also entirely true. HVACs are just so terrible. Boot him in the butt. Dots boot. Okay, we did get through, and now let's see if the flamers can finish him up. It was a 10. Oh. Because the AC-10 already has decent range. HVAC just gives it like AC-5 range, which is just meh. Unfortunate. Unfortunate with a chance of blowing itself up. Which is always what you want to see in all of your best, most powerful weapons. We'll just start spitting light PPCs at our cicada friend. Mainly because we knew we weren't going to hit him anyway. I want to walk up there with the Warhammer, just boot him in, and see if I can't knock him over that way. Turn those on. We're probably not going to use them this round. We are down to 56 rounds, so that's actually pretty good. We can continue to blaze away with that. Jam on jam. Ha! All 4 of his guns are back. All the designations for it should be called HVAC boom. HVAC bad. All know this. It's going to be a lot more expensive than I had anticipated. I wasn't expecting the 1 skull assassination to suddenly turn into one of my pilots getting nearly killed. But I suppose that is entirely the way of this game. Replace the first chance I got with an AC-5. Was it at least an LBX? Or were you honestly, like, forced to have to use an AC-5? In an unironical sort of way. Alrighty, Warhammer, you're like 4 turns from actually getting anywhere useful.
On my way, Commander.
I was hoping to take this hill, I just was hoping to have taken this hill a little bit in a different order. We will have a nice little gunfiring line. We need to get that Shadowhawk line to take over for this fire starter, because it's just not able to handle. You can't get that close to people, which is one of the big problems with it. 37%. That is less than ideal. That's also 37%. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. Actually, no, I won't. I'm gonna see if he wobbles a bit, and then I can just start marching across here. Bring the range down to something reasonable, and then kill him. Ow. Did you shoot me in the face? Good, he didn't. Regular AC-5 was the start of a new campaign, had nothing. Ah. Oh, so you replaced it before you even actually, like, got any replacement parts. There's no way we can actually be effective against this guy. We're gonna do it anyway, because we're fools. Barbecue. Hey, we lit the slot on fire, and we hit him a little bit. Not ideal, but working towards it. Next turn, I think we'll have the Warhammer in range to actually do something about that. And 22%. Ugh, you're killing me here. We did actually manage to hit him with 1 though, so I can't complain too much. Just need to get close enough to you to light you up. Yeah, 56% seems about right. It's not ideal to be facing him head on, but I think we might be able to overcome that with pure raw damage. Love it. Did you enjoy that? Oh, he's trying to flee! You don't get to go anywhere. No. I did not tell you that you could run. Where did you get this silly idea? Fire! Literal. Oh, we didn't get anywhere useful. Can I get on the bail? Rifleman, finish him off. You can do this. Like you always do. Goodbye. Amazingly, there's a Nidhogg with an HVAC 20 in the times I've used it, I've never had a crit. A couple of times I've used 3M on mechs still. Ooh, I don't know if HVACs... So for infantry, when they use field guns, they don't jam UX and they don't jam racks. And I wonder if infantry can crit themselves with an HVAC, because if they can't, then an infantry HVAC would actually be a really good idea. Not so noble, subscribe to tier 1, but it was for 8 full months. Gonna send out the Harpies. Thank you so much, man, for continuing to support the channel. If it weren't for people like you, we would not be here. So folks, if you happen to have any Urban Mech emotes, you too need to spam them in the chat right now. Support the people who support the channel. And it looks like Moon is in fact not dead. He just filled up all 3 of his injury slots. I don't quite understand, but hey, we're just gonna run with it. I'm not gonna complain. We got 2 tons of ammo for the HVAC. You can go to heck too. All right, so at least this'll get us on path to being able to afford the end of the month, so we can start taking missions that are risky but don't pay out so well, and are instead all about salvage. Salvage, of course, being the main goal that I live for in my life. For without salvage, I would be a very boring person. Who doesn't want all kinds of mechs and vehicles just heaped upon you, as if you were some sort of god? Well, you know, breaking them and stealing from them first, so maybe we're a thief, not a god. I'll work with that. Hopefully, we didn't lose the fire starter, because you can actually lose it if the pilot falls unconscious, even if you won. Looks like we kept it. 243,022 in repairs. Jesus, that is rough. So we're gonna need 6 days on that blackjack. That Shadowhawk is on 13 days. The fire starter is amazingly only 9 days. I don't think we actually put anything on the Shadowhawk, but I'm gonna move that Shadowhawk up because ooh, no, I can't. I was already at a minimum level. Shoot. I don't know what we're gonna do about time. Yeah, the Blackjack OB also needs to be a little bit refit. After all, it lost all the things that made it cool. I mean, always before hardware still under warranty. Nah, never. You don't need warranty. All right, so we lost ferrofibros, we lost all kinds of patchwork materials, and we lost our guns for the most part. What do I have left? I still have that rudder risk, which we can't make use of for obvious reasons. Medium rifle, light AC2, light AC20, very tempting, but I think I'm going to put that light AC20 on something better. Oh, what we could do, because we now have the Gauss rifles for this. Let's see, 26. I need a little bit more tonnage there if I want to be able to pull this one off, because I need 30 tons worth. And I don't have that. Shoot. So twin Gauss rifle is obviously not a build that we're going to be able to cram into this thing. Twin Thumper would be hilarious, and I'd love to do it, but again, a little bit too heavy. Do I have any other missiles, MRMs specifically? Can I just load you up? I'd love to load it up as Twin Thunderbolts. Oh, we should check the store. I would love to load this thing as Twin Thunderbolt 10s, because then I can turn it into sort of like a mini direct fire, well, not direct fire, but mini artillery mech. Instead of having arrows. God, this thing looked so good when it had the UX. LRM Carrier Mark II is actually pretty interesting. We can sell machine guns, a couple of fusion cores we don't need, and a double AC-10 ammo. How about if we went to our shop, even though we've been hurting our own player? They will sell us a chameleon for 2.3 million, which kind of tempting, not bad. Heavy LRM carrier, oh, 4 million, I need it. I need it in my life. Ostrox, Palisades, sniper artillery systems. Gunnery B, yeah, not a lot actually this time. So this time, unfortunately, it would appear like we are a little bit more limited than we normally would be. Oh, what version is this? Twin machine guns. 2 smalls, a medium, and a large. Second medium, so 4 smalls, 2 mediums, and 1 large. That is a lot of firepower, actually. Huh, we could probably make very good use of that. I don't have the money for it right now, but hey, we can dream. We are going to need to get our mechs back in some sort of working order. 3 days. The Blackjack will be ready in 6. Do I know what we're doing to the Panther right now? Is it just a patch job, or is this an actual build? Repair and modify armor. No, so this is a patch job, not an actual build. That is unfortunate. And I'm 90% positive that the Shadowhawk might have an engine, and that would be about it. Repair components, more repair components, a lot of repair components. Remove all of the things. Yeah, this may not even have a core in it. Right. All right, so we are not going to be able to rely on that to pick up the slack for us this time. Let's get both fire starters going then. The 6-day one obviously over the 9-day one. And we just roll clock. Make it half and half, I guess. Let's see. Shade has been stealing medical supplies. What? You don't get shore leave and you're going to pay back that medical supplies. Oh, you gained dishonest. I was hoping to avoid that. Damn it. No. We will not tolerate that. Under normal circumstances, if it wasn't Shade, I would have fired him. But unfortunately, Shade is a person we like around here, so we had to keep him. Oh, I still don't know what to do about this thing. Oh, this refit would actually be pretty quickly too, wouldn't it? Because you're an Omni-Mech. I really do need to figure out what to do with you. I still have the MRM ammo. I just don't have a second MRM, so it's not going to be symmetrical if I do that. Oh, no, I do. Okay. So I can still have the twin MRMs. And the double ton gives me 480 shots. That's 12 rounds of combat. That's perfect. So I don't even need anything more than that. The quick sell AC2s were all about trying to scrounge as much as I could out of it. And I do not have the Pharaoh anymore on it, so I'll have to replace that. Armor, do I have Clan Pharaoh? I have one Clan Pharaoh. I don't know if I want to spend that one Clan Pharaoh. So I've got 5.5 tons left. Pull this out, I've got 10 tons left, which means I could switch over to a large laser type loadout, but I'm already low on heat. So a little less than ideal. 200 rated fusion core. And you had normal heat sinks. Oh, that's not great. We've had better times. Do I have a heatsink kit for you? No. No, we do not. So you're just going to have single heatsinks. That's why we had the AC2s. You were a cooker even before. That's not good. Very not good. Not gas rifles. We can't afford gas rifles. I could just lean into the MRM-20. It's not a bad loadout. Twin MRM-20 will actually deal quite a bit of damage. If I drop these down, I can probably cram in the heat and 4 medium lasers. That might be the way to go. Because the medium lasers are relatively cheap in heat. So I can go up to that. Ooh, it's only going to be 1 hard point. All right, so we do that. We've got 6.5 tons left. Pull that off. I don't want to invest in that. And then I am just going to cram in heat sinks, I think. We could also armor it up a bit. Because I'm a little worried about the heat. Obviously, it's not going to be able to medium laser and MRM-20 in the same round. It can barely MRM-20. Let's resolve that MRM-20 problem first. That'll be enough heat to actually MRM-20. And then I'm going to cram on some more tonnage, I think, in terms of armor. Because I'm not super happy with how low this is. So let's bump you up to maximum and see where we're left at. Okay, 1.5 tons. We're still working on it. Oh, I hit the wrong button. With the up by 5. Odd. Shift click. Oh no, duh. I'm wrong game. Thinking backwards games. Alright, if I put this patchwork here, I am okay, so we are pretty close to having a full additional ton, so I will trim a little bit. We'll actually keep the patchwork there. And that will allow us to cram in 1 more heatsink. So it's got a Beagle active probe. It has the twin MRM-20 and 4 medium lasers. It can't fire all of that, but it does have a 45 heatsink. So we can fire like 2 medium lasers and the MRM-20s, and that'll work. The MRM-20s, obviously, a little less than ideal. Their accuracy is -1, or yeah, -1 accuracy, which is not great unless you have the improves, which we don't. But I think this will improve things a bit. And at the end of the day, we actually didn't lose any actual firepower. We just changed it to being much, much shorter ranged. I can work with that. 3 days to have it ready, and we'll get that going. And the more Beagle probes, the better. Because that'll allow us to detect things like mines, which are bad. Okay, we got 3 more days before I can actually field a force. Oh no, just stop. Oh, apparently we were sitting under a +4 RogueTech. Alright, which one were you? Oh, okay, so you are the flamer one. You are not going to be very useful to me now, are you? Because I don't have flamers left. Oh no, you're the medium laser one. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you're an easy pitch. So I just need one of my jump jets. And then, what, 2 medium lasers? Yeah. Yeah, this will be an easy repair. Medium. So as much as the pilot is completely messed up, all things considered, that was not bad. Can I give you slightly better sensors, please? Give me a sheath beacon. Ooh, that is highly tempting. Because sheath beacon will give us an electronic warfare suite, which is an active probe and an electronic warfare set. I think I'm saving it though. Yeah, I should really save it for the Shadowhawk. We're getting close to having the Shadowhawk fielded. We're going to leave you as you were. There'll be another 2 days until we get you back online. And that will give us a decent-ish medium mech. It's not bad. It's just not inspired. And I need inspired. What's it complaining about? Oh, it was just saying that we were under ton and had things broken, but you can never trust that. It's a safe bet to ignore such things, and you will be rewarded. Oh, do I have 5 mechs yet? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 2 more days, and we'll have the Firestar, and that'll be the 5 mechs. Stop. All right, check our barracks, and then we'll launch ourselves on another mission and see if we can actually get this show on the road. Here out for another 26 days. 1 more month, and I'll have my main commander back. Lowbrow, you're a vehicle pilot, so you don't get anything. Astonishingly, BattleTech 3062 or BattleTech Advanced 3062 is quite far advanced to RogueTech now. They've got about 2 or 3 updates now that have major revisions that RogueTech doesn't have, and one of them is the vehicle skills. So vehicle pilots in BattleTech Advanced 3062 actually have their own skill tree now, which is useful, unlike in RogueTech where we're still running under the old skill system where vehicles have the exact same skills as mech pilots and therefore have 2 completely worthless skills in piloting and guts because they can't take injuries and they can't fall over and they can't melee people. So, can I actually work for my own faction? If I want to, it's going to be unique nonsense. It's going to be 3 skull. I don't know if I feel confident doing that. Oh, but a test drive. Single heavy air asset. As long as we're not fighting... Oh, we're not fighting our own faction. The Capellans are starting to like us. Yeah, we're going to do the test drive. We're getting a Warthog. Yes. It's one of the better aircraft. Actually, depending on the variant, it's one of the better aircraft. And we can't check it out early. Of course not. Give you that and our backup. Which do I want more? I don't want to try the OB. I think the missiles may actually work out to be easier. And if it does lose something, it's easier to fix because it's a Omni. And Omnis are lovely. I still need to find actual normal vehicles. I wish I could put in the vehicle. Oh, it's a Word of Blake one. Huh. That'll be interesting to find out. How bad is it? 2 skull? We're just gonna have to hope it's a good one. Hello, Torthek. Where are you? You are not in game yet. We're gonna have to go hire people, and we'll pick you up. We'll try and make you a wobby. Although you are in our XCOM game, which, by the way, I am currently planning. I have not 100% confirmed this, but I'm probably going to, on Friday, be playing XCOM again, and I'd kind of like to turn that into the day that we play. So hopefully things will work out where that will be possible. There's some interesting time sinks that are going to be showing up in the next couple of weeks, and I am going to have to rework my streaming schedule around it. So there will be changes in the somewhat near future in order to make sure that there's enough room for, you know, the rest of life to actually get in there. But yeah, we will see. Fingers crossed that everything works out well. Yeah, at the moment, Torthek, we do not have a pilot for you. Maybe we should pick up a vehicle pilot. We do need to be a little bit more discerning about which pilots we're picking up because we're going to need more tech adapts and more Comstar people. That way we can ensure that we get the higher base level of our mech tech, which we desperately need. We're going to get 4 of 19 priority salvage, 3 skull, which is, of course, always worrying. 3 skull is where you can... I think it's 2.5 skull, but 3 skull definitely is where assault mechs can start showing up. So we're going to want to hope that we don't get into too much trouble, and hopefully this Warthog is better than I worry it could be. Most Warthogs are fairly nice. They generally have some sort of big cannon in keeping with the real-life counterpart, although not all of them do. We'll have to see. If we're lucky, it'll be something really, really cool. If we're not, then we're going to be very, very sad. Let's see if we can find the enemy. He's in the Highlands. The enemy is over here. We can get to about there. That's okay. 3, 4, and 5. Confirm. We're in the force, so we're protected. We are facing in supposedly the right direction. And there's the enemy. We did not identify and turn on. Perfect. My gun has a plate. Exactly. Oh no, we identified. Oh, we got clanners. And a bushwhacker. Ooh.
Great trees.
Do you have any bushwhacker parts left? I forget if I kept them or not. Shoot. That'll be interesting to find out. Because we may just go all in on a bushwhacker. Bushwhackers are relatively easy to steal because they got XL engines, so you pop the side torso and bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself a 55-ton BattleTech. Which is pretty nice. But yeah, there's an Arctic Fox. And is that a Phoenix Hawk? No, it's got shoulder canny thingies. Hi, Arctic Fox. Yeah, well, I'm a little worried about you.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements.
No shit, Darius. Congratulations on them grade A identification skills. Is that a Talos? No. Oh, you're an Ostrock. Huh. I've never seen them with big shoulder cannons before. That's new. Alrighty. Alrighty. How do we punish them for existing? Well, first things first, we check to see what the Warthog has. 2 ATGM missile racks. They have a heavy rotary AC-5 with 6 rounds worth of shooting. That's great. Okay, this could be a problem. So we got 4 rounds of AC-10 ammo, 6 rounds of shooting from the heavy rack, and 2 AoE rocket 10s. I have concerns. Oh, great, Ifrit. And another Ifrit. So this could be better. Cool clanlets. I don't know how clanny they're gonna be is my main concern. Don't shoot the Warthog. Actually, don't overload anti-aircraft with... It's not necessary. I'm actually going to set this thing down to normal. I don't think we're going to be able to kill the Ifrits in time. And that's a problem, because Ifrits... Oh, a Thunderbolt! Okay. That's actually pretty good. If I could headshot you and steal all your cool stuff, that'd be ideal. 65-ton BattleMechs are not bad. And I won't have to worry about having a built-in XL engine. Different versions of the Thunderbolt are very, very good. Other ones are incredibly, tragically bad. So we're going to have to find out exactly what it is we're dealing with here. Now let's get you mobile, just to get your speed up. Oh, goodness. All right, let's kick on the jet booster to give you any chance of survival, because you're going to need it. And do we have any accuracy at all? I don't think so. So I'm probably going to have to pass on this turn. Yeah, I'm not going to shoot into such bad accuracy with so limited ordnance. So chill. And the rifleman. I don't think we're going to be close enough to utilize our rifleman in the most efficient manner. At least not for a little while. Just going to take a peek, see how good we got it. 22 on the Raven, 11 on the Ifrit. Not good, and we got a limited ammo, so yeah, we're probably not going to shoot this round. The Warhammer, on the other hand, can take potshots whenever it wants, because it has a pilot sufficiently skilled enough to actually utilize it, and we don't have an ammo problem. For that, set this to normal. Raven is a 19, a 22. Turn off the medium lasers. Don't need them. 6.9 on the Otzel. Oh, Otzel, not Ostrock. I'll get it right eventually. I may as well take the potshot at the Ifrit. Oh, we did actually get a connection on that one. Only did 36 damage, though. What? But you can't take advantage of cover. Haha, you missed! Rifleman is totally untouched. We have things under control. Safe and sound. I mean, for now. It's gonna change, but for now, we're okay, sort of. I don't want to bunch up too much until we have those Ifrits down, because they have bombs. Bombs are area of effect weapons. And so it doesn't matter if we get hit, if they miss or not, because they're still gonna hit us. Good. Our MRMs are chill, so... Oh, okay, so that's not gonna work. That is a level of point defense that we are not prepared for. Come on over here. You're gonna want to spread out. Also, you're a scout, so you're gonna do the scouty thing. And turn off one of our medium lasers just to ensure that our heat builds not at all. Take a random pot shot at the Otzel. It got 3 hits off of like a 10%. That's actually really good. So we managed to hit him with 50% of our firepower with a super low accuracy. No, don't move so quickly. Okay, so the one's dropping back. What's the other one gonna do? Oh, the Shikush is the one with the cannons on it. Oh, they're both Shikushes. Okay. It's interesting. No, don't hit my Warthog. I need to get it up to speed so it doesn't die. I think I just may want to pop it up right next to the Bushwhacker and unload on it. Firestar's in a position to do something about everything, but his accuracy is bad. Let's get the Warthog on the move. Jet booster, it is a 0% fail right now. Only gonna get us to a 4%. Oh god. It's gonna take forever to get up to speed in this thing. Oh, but our accuracy against you is quite high. Yeah, I think I have to take the shot. Okay, we had good shooting on that one. Did we actually punch through the armor, or was that just a roof and he doesn't have one? Hey, Lieutenant Shade! Behold, it is you, the stranger, indeed! Welcome back, Shade. Been with us for 22 months on an 8-month streak, gonna send the Harpies. Folks, you know the rules. If anybody comes along and is supporting the channel like Shade does, we gotta spam urban mech emotes at them. Why? Because it shows that we appreciate them. And you too should be part of that appreciation, so please, if you wouldn't mind. So show Shade some love. Although Shade is now technically a thief, so he wasn't here for that, but it's true. Oh, I kind of want to charge this Arctic Fox. No, I'm going to reserve. Let's try and avoid getting Kager killed. Yeah, Noble's got, he's like, it's the medical thief. Well, he's been docked his pay privileges for a while, so, and he's in medical anyway, so. Not like you can throw him out of an airlock. It'd be unhumane. 19. Yeah, it's got to be the Raven. Come on, Raven. Oh, that's like a little two-step. That is a concerning weapon. I don't know what that is, but it's buzzing and it's red and it blinks. So that's concerning. It looks too long range to be a small laser, so I am going to assume it's something extra double plus nasty. Alright. Well, here's the problem. The rifleman is the ideal choice to be shooting down Ifrits. But at the same time, it's also the ideal choice for burning through the side armor on anything that the enemy actually has. So I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to engage this. Because obviously I want to make sure that I don't jam my guns instantaneously, but I may not have a choice. Alright, let's see if we can't crush this Raven. Oh, it might be a tag. 50% accuracy, we are punching through, and he's not quite unstable, but we're close. We're close. We'll get there. We shall indeed get there. Thunderbolt's going to back up. Large laser missed, all those medium lasers missed, and we did get hit with a couple of LRMs that did set fire to the area we're standing on. Less than ideal. I anticipate the Otzel will also fire at that. I think they're all going to shoot at the rifleman. Oh no, apparently they're going for the Warthog. Oh, it's the plasma one. Ooh. It's actually a really good rifleman. Or not what rifleman, bushwhacker. I'm sorry, I will get it right. Could just charge right on in there. 67% accuracy. It is your left side, right is left. So yeah, if I charged in here, you might explode. Is it worth it? I think so. 175 damage. That is a lot of damage. More than I can generate with my normal guns. Yeah, I think we're gonna throw another charge. You can do it! Lower that shoulder, Kager, and get on in there. Gonna go right up onto him, and then he hit it. Oh, you're about to explode. 175 damage. No. Destruction. Unfortunately, he now has no evasion. Because while he is braced after doing that, he still loses all of his evasion when he becomes unsteady after making the hit. So, slightly less than ideal. I'm going to move the Warhammer up so I can take some fire, hopefully, and I'm also going to spit some ERPPC fire. Oh, with the hope and dream of hitting? Did that hit? It did, okay. It did take 36 damage, although that is a lot of armor to cut through, so it's going to take a little while. I'm going to waddle you up forward, get you out of the flames. Fortunately, you are also fairly inaccurate. The sad side effect, unfortunately, of having just standard MRMs. We are so used to having the special ultra accurate ones. Let's see how good your point defense really is. All right, we got some through. Didn't hit where I wanted it to, but I'm working on that. 24. Ooh, Warthog getting fired at by LBX autocannons. Gotta be the good law. I don't actually have to keep this thing alive according to this, so I may just rush in suicidally aggressively. Darn it, they got 22 together. Oh, they could both rush in and bomb the rifleman. If I were them, I might actually do that. Alright, he's gonna back up a little bit more, take his random fire, and punch right through the Warthog's armor. This is not good. I need these guys. I need this Warthog very desperately to survive. But he managed to nail us right on top of the super vulnerable area. Son of a gun! Wow. That's bullshit. Okay. I see how the game's gonna be today. Alright, let's go figure out a way of not dying. I know, tall order, but it's what I've got. And you're guarding your vulnerable side, aren't you? Yes, you are. Shh. Actually, no, you're not. No, yes, you are. I think we drop back for a throw into his face. 30% accuracy? No, I don't think we do. I think we spike this ball harder than ever. I want to get close, but at the same time, I don't want to place myself in perfect firing position for those Shakushes. Because when they start dropping bombs, it's going to be a problem. But if I don't press hard on this heavy group up here, we're never going to get things taken care of. And that's really hot. I'm going to step the fire rate down just because I don't trust that. Alright, I'm going to rely on that to keep me alive. Also, this will make us less likely to jam, which will put us in a position where we're ready to receive the two big nasties up there. Do I run right up behind you? I think I do. I think I go for the kick and the whole 10 yards. All medium lasers on. Go for Das Boot. And yeah, let's see if we can't abuse the Thunderbolt 5 SC. How did I get shot down again? You were shot down because you got double tapped on the head by two AC-20s. Which is annoying and can happen, but shouldn't happen that commonly. Okay, so missing the kick was bad, because now we have no evasion. And you're staring at a Thunderbolt. So, good job. Do your best, and I will pray for you, because you're probably not going to get out of this one too alive, unfortunately. Probably going to turn around and fire that large laser right in your face. It's going to hurt. Mr. Moonman Prime with 23 months, 23 years. I heard like, no, not years, but months. Well, thank you for the continued support. Hopefully you've been enjoying this time. Oh, okay. Heavy PPC and snub PPC. Did not realize that's how much damage we were dealing with. All right, Mr. Ifrit Shakush. Please kill him. Please do what he did to us and just nail him right on the dome. Nope. No, when we shoot at that, we just hit random side plates. But when they shoot at us, they annihilate everything in the sun. I'm really surprised that you fired so little. Oh. Wasn't anticipating that. Godzilla going to reverse court. No, he's going to also try and nail the rifleman, hit us with one of his lasers, but not with the BBCs. And that's the more dangerous end, because it means the rifleman is now still accurate, and he cooked himself. Oh, we're going to follow up on that. You better believe we're going to follow up on that. Actually, we may not. We may not follow up on that because I need to get enough damage through to kill you. No, let's not sacrifice literally everything. But I don't want to be too close if that's going to be the case. Because the Inferno bombs are going to hurt. Step back, take aim, all of the fire, and 10% shutdown? Yeah, go for it. 4 medium lasers, 40 MRMs. Break it. We broke something. I don't know if that was his PPC side or his heavy side. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. 25. Okay, so they're finally separated. I knew you were getting close. These guys are not missing, and that is hella concerning. Firestar is also going to get a little bit of rain. Luckily, not hit. How's it going, Banshee? Not too bad. How have you been? Unfortunately, our Warthog has been shot down after a perfect twin double shot from 2 different aircraft. So that was less than ideal. Oh, ow! The fudge! How did we get beat by a Thunderbolt on initiative? Gary, you're just not a reliable pilot. Oh, here come, yeah, the Inferno bombs! I knew that was gonna happen. I was just waiting for it to happen. But you know what, Punk? That's the way you want to play the game. I'm gonna take the high ground. I'm also gonna vigilance because I have to. Otherwise I'm gonna get shot off the high ground. And I'm gonna see if I can't rip you apart. Little less than ideal there. Was hoping that you would hit the torsos to blow up the ammunition, but okay. We'll work with that. Give it a little time. Arctic Fox gonna swivel around. Gonna shoot at my now fully exposed fire starter, but hey. We have it under control. Mostly. Kind of. Sort of. Ugh, I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to shoot you down. I don't even know. Should I have this you? You're the one with the vulnerability. So if I want to shoot it, I have to stay in a burning forest. This is obviously less than ideal for a mech that is on fire. Christ. Oh, I should have EWS pinged. Well, at least it's still alive, and that's the important bit. Alright. Push. Everyone's now starting to shoot at the Kyogre. He is very much the current thing I'm using to distract the enemy from being super effective against me. Move further away. You don't want to be anywhere near those bombs. Big aim. Turn off some medium lasers, and by some I mean all of them. Need neutral. Well, sort of. Neutral enough. And him with more MRMs. We're just going to go through as much of this as possible. Maybe we'll be able to crack him. We were not. No, I need to keep shooting you down. Much as I would love to get involved with continuing to beat up on the Onsel, this has to take some precedence. Come on, crunch through that armor. Alright, that's a start, but it's not anywhere near... Oh no, we got it, okay. Onsel is back online, and 26k. Congratulations on your high speed, and perhaps even low drag. Bounce over here. Actually, I'm going to bounce here because it's going to keep me as close as I can be. Places me out of the line of fire for a whole bunch of targets, and if Kyogre's really lucky, he's going to kill himself with Thunderbolt. A mech that is almost twice his tonnage. I mean, he got a serious piece of it, but he managed to miss too many shots for that to actually be useful. So, okay. How many Californians does it take to screw in a light bulb? Hello? Suppose they can work with that. Galon is moving. Alright, Koenig. This is everything you have, everything you were ever designed to do. I need you to get out of the flame. No, that's not going to happen. Alright, so you're as chill as you're ever going to be. And I'm going to unload with everything I've got. It's not going to be enough. The accuracy is just not there. But hey, it's going to be a start as we slowly beat the Shakush down to size. Ugh, that inaccuracy was bad. Did you cook? Holy shit. Our luck has not been going well today. Like, that is a less than 10% chance to happen on that. But no, he barbecued himself. And now got shot by a second AC-20. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. McDonald's better hire me as a goddamn spokesperson. Arctic Fox still trying to flank around. He's dangerous. If he can get into a good position, he's really dangerous. Go away, ugly. Nobody likes you. Next. We got our Warhammer still, so at least that's still running. Alright, go finish off the Onsel. I don't want to have to deal with a 65-tonner breathing down my neck, or a 60-tonner even. Goodbye. Oh my god, how did you fail that? How did you fail?
Good hit there.
No, not good hit. You didn't kill it. He had an open center torso, missing his arm and his side torso. So it's a straight-in shot. And what do? You hit his, like, genius level skills that we've got going on. Ugh, you're killing me. Literally killing me. Come on, crit something, break something. Make him stop going. There we go. Whew. Today is not our day. But if it was too easy, well, it wouldn't be much fun now, would it? Arctic Fox gonna wobble. 20? Oh god, we really screwed up our initiative. The Galant's gonna move first. Which is gonna break the fire starter in half. Well, that's bad. One shot, leg gone. The stress is getting to me. Because now the Thunderbolt's gonna be able to turn around and shoot him. And that's a little less than ideal, as one might imagine. So much for being able to kill him. Good job, Kyogre. You just lie there and be worthless. Yep. All I wanted to do was kill one mech. Will you stop that before I go absolutely ballistic and murder you and your entire family? Because I'm about there. Blackjack. Blackjack, do you have a line of sight on anybody? Well, to be honest, nobody of any usefulness. Keep wobbling. This is only a 3-scale mission. And it's not that we're facing like super hard enemies, it's that we are just not doing well with our luck at all. So anytime something good for the enemy could have happened, it has. Anytime something bad for us could have happened, it has. Which, yeah, you can play percentage games on that one, but unfortunately, it's being a little bit too annoyingly consistent at the moment, and we are suffering for it. See if we can't just get enough firepower down on Mr. Shakush to break him. I don't like shooting into a side. Ooh, maybe I do. 2086s, come on, don't let me down. Well, we're through the armor. We were through the armor in the right place. Nope. Of course, we blew off the top. Stand up, kid. Stop loafing around. We ain't got time for this.
I'll get right back up.
Right, gonna jump up like so. Present my left side as a defensive measure. And pray to all that's good and holy that we managed to get something good. Nope. Every single laser missed. Off of a 20 and a 30%. 24, that'll be the enemy effort, right? Oh no, it's the Arctic Fox again. Getting involved, he's shooting again. There goes the side doors of the fire starter, because of course it is.
I've lost a weapon.
Why must I be surrounded by disappointment today? I wanted to bring joy and happiness to the world. And lots of firepower. Ogres need naps too, and started with K. Insufficient. Like how I missed 3 95% chances in Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, I believe it. Oh, he's got an initiative of 3. If he falls down one more time, he's dead. Literally dead. At least he can't hit the rust of a barn with that gun anyway. If I can survive to initiative 3, I can actually do quite a bit of good work. Of course, the problem is the Ifrit is probably going to take another pot shot at us and it'll probably blow us to complete and total smithereens. Gonna back up, and he's something jammed on him, I guess. Right. I don't want to walk through fire. I'm tired of being on fire, but I don't have much choice, it looks like. Run through fire. 22%. Well, I guess we know what we're going to be doing. Oh, it's the chance to overheat. 0. Literally 0. Okay. How about now? Still 0. Okay. Fire. Couple of shots on through that armor. We just need the Warhammer to finish this off. Got multiple hull breaches. Come on. 252s. Just please. There we go. Jeez, that was annoying. I'd say eject Kyogre, but ejection is not an option. It kind of isn't, actually. Because I need him to kill that Thunderbolt, because that Thunderbolt's entire weaknesses come from his back, not his front. So, kill the MRMs, let everything recover. Your accuracy is garbage anyway, so just chill. Yeah, Kyogre has to kill this guy, because if Kyogre does not kill this guy... Damn it. All I wanted, all I asked for was one measly little bit of accuracy today. And did I get it? Hell no. Barely move because of that leg shot. He only moves by jumping. Are you bleeding to death, by the way? You are. You have 8 activations. Great. Figure out exactly what angle I would need to prosecute this from. And how lucky do we think we're going to be? I'm going to bet that we're going to be very lucky. So that's why I'm jumping him forward. Were we lucky? No, we weren't. Not even remotely. He rolled a 7. Everybody drank too much CMDR? Yeah, clearly. Something's going wrong. Hello, Zaka. We only just started streaming. About an hour ago. Well, so much for K-Ogre saving anybody. He is dead. Oh, no, he's not. He's... maybe. Potentially. If I got shot in the head, he's dead. If not, then he's fine. Now I have to kill that thing the hard way. After we had already done so much work anyway to take care of him. Right, you need to move to get out of the line of fire because the line of fire is going to break you. Never mind, you literally can't. Have I ever mentioned how much I love this game? 22%. 11%. Beautiful. Yeah, just chill. You're not going to accomplish anything anyway. Get your guns unjammed. Oh, what I just started and Kagger's dead. Jeez. He deserved it. He missed that many shots in a row. No, he doesn't get to live anymore. Them's the rules. All right, let's start digging into the side of this. Because once we break him, it'll all be under control. 28%? No sensors plus 5. Are you kidding me? No sensors plus 5. You have a goddamn Beagle Active probe. I built you to have all kinds of sensor systems. How are you being so ineffectual?
My way, Commander.
It's driving me mad. Absolutely batty. Kill the medium lasers because they suck.
Guns on target.
Missing 179%. That's brilliant. Today is not a good day. Rifleman getting lit the fuck up. Luckily, nothing too bad except the armor being blown off on the side torso that I can't replace. So that's grand. I still have this Arctic Fox to take care of that I haven't even bothered to look at yet, because dealing with him is going to be a nightmare of epic proportions. Life is not kind. Oh, and you turned towards me, didn't you? You little shithead. Of course you did.
On my way, Commander.
Hey, Bushwhacker, over here. You want to get into a fight?
Guns on target.
That's a start. I need this rifleman to not be dead. I need to guard my left side as best as I can. I do have a shot if I place myself here. It'll have to do. 28%. Beautiful. Well, 2 out of 3 hits, or 2 out of 9 hits. Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna have an aneurysm, I swear. Tandems. Gotta love them. Blackjack, continue to close with him. Eventually, you're gonna beat him to death with your MRMs. It's gonna be brilliant. It'll be beautiful. It'll be everything we ever wanted. More instability for you, son. 24. Does, of course. Where does this galunk get off? Right on my Warhammer, why don't you? I don't know if I'm hallucinating or not, but there's an unhuman ghastly shape in front of me chanting Mekfu. Well, whose fault is that? Did this Arctic Fox just tried to charge me? This is a clan mech. Well, at least I'll be able to turn around and beat the ever-living crap out of him. Like so. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the lasers bite. There. Okay. He's dead. Hopefully we have unjammed some of our guns because we're getting kind of desperate on that. Of course you nail the Blackjack with your final shot. And that will be his final shot. I'm going to lay everything I've got into him now. Well, not my Warhammer, obviously. But everything that the Blackjack has. I'm going to have to deal with some unsteadiness, but say la vie. Give myself a little bit more support on that. 52s and 39s. We may as well start really laying into the bushwhacker. I would like to rip his side torso off so I can actually, you know, steal the important bits off of him. At least, if he starts hitting with that plasma, I'm going to be really annoyed. And if you don't stop shooting them tandem rockets at me, I'm going to pull you out of the cockpit by force. By the way, I should mention, this mech doesn't have hands, it has gun barrels. Make of that what you will. Hi. Let's just go whole hog on you. Goodbye. No more Thunderbolt. I am furious right now. Warhammer still managing to keep itself mostly alive. If we get really lucky, he'll actually be able to crit off of several of our very important pieces of equipment using those tandems. So we're going to have to very much hope that doesn't happen. Also, I like how I vigilance the Warhammer, and the Warhammer is nowhere near capable of being able to do anything. Love it. Guard using right. It's not ideal, but it's what I got.
What do you want?
I want you to actually do your gosh darn job, and don't you ever take that tone with me again. Because so far, you've been kinda messing up. And I don't have the time or the patience anymore to put up with pilots messing up. Because, well, you've already lost several mechs, and I'm a little bit miffed about it.
On my way, Commander.
Another vigilance for next turn. Yeah, we're out of all of our support ammo. I went to grab two characters. He's not dead, he's just sleeping. Of course, this is the round where you get nailed. I'm losing so much patience right now. I am so pissed. Like, you don't even know. I am holding back so much. This is not going well. Get bent, you overpriced piece of junk. Alright, Rifleman, get in there and show him who's boss. By show him who's boss, I mean try not to die. We both know you're about to, so you may as well just rotary chem laser every single last shot you've got. Yeah, I figured he'd get the move anyway. Get focused on the Rifleman, he'll blow up the side torso. Oh, he didn't. A miracle has occurred. It's not an armor breach, just as tandems. He's an annoying little shit, but he's not that good. Why is my accuracy so terrible? All I ask for is a little bit of competence. Not much, just a little bit. Enough to make things work. Blackjack has a lot of ground to cover in order to catch up to everybody. The Gallant is going to take another pot shot at people. Oh, no, he decided he was going to Aileron the Rifleman. Probably not a bad idea, because that side torso is open, and that's a lot of ammo that can explode. Of course, the Bushwhacker still winning on initiative perfectly. No, you didn't, you son of a bitch. Good job. Good fucking job. Love it. Love it. It's the challenge that you live for, isn't it?
In motion, Commander. Guns on target.
You couldn't have done that last turn? Or the turn before? Or any other time that you fired and missed with those PPCs? Of course not. Why would I even dream of such competency? This should not have been a hard mission. Hi, Corellian. Yeah, well, it's not a bloodbath. It's just pissing me off on an obscene rate at this point. He literally cannot move. What a garbage pilot. Also, nobody has appropriately answered why the Gallant still has that massive initiative buff. that it had back in vanilla.
What do you want?
Because RogueTech shouldn't work off those principles anymore. We changed it. But no, it still gets a crazy ass increase.
Guns on target.
I'm gonna break you in two. And I'm gonna laugh about it. Hell, I'm gonna sing fucking songs about it.
Damn it. My mech is limping.
Damn, that hurts. Taking damage.
Commander?
What is it already?
$282 armor, because of course it fucking does.
Guns on target. Damn.
Bye, angry. Bye, angry.
Pushing the red line.
That's killing me. God, is way too much freaking armor. I mean, it's supposed to be a city fighting vehicle. I get that, but it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Let's roll. Guns on target.
Can't hit the broads out of arm. Tanks are winning. Tanks are the future. Yeah. I mean, in RogueTech, tanks are objectively better than mechs. That's not even a joke. That's fact, unfortunately. It's an annoying fact, but it is a fact. Tanks don't have to deal with instability or heat. They are the perfect weapon system in game. The only thing that makes them vulnerable is flamers. And the fact that he moves at top initiative every goddamn turn really pisses me off.
Taking damage. What is it already?
Just slowly keep walking your fat ass closer and closer and closer, and eventually we'll punch through something. Maybe, theoretically,
Guns on target.
in the perhaps distant future.
Good to go.
Alright, every last laser. What's my chance of killing myself? 10%. 30% shutdown. There, no more MRMs. We've officially burned out every last round. And he wins at 25 again. Punching through our armor. Apparently hitting us both with that. Okay. I'm gonna call some bullshit on that. And he runs away! And we can't follow him! Woo! Right is left, so I can't even charge him on the correct side even if I wanted to. Fire everything.
Guns on target.
Thank Jesus Christ.
Vehicle destroyed.
Did Darius just call that a milk run? I'm gonna rip Darius' skull clean off his fucking body and use his blood to wax my mech. That was bullshit is what that was. Got coward pilots. We got people who can't hit the broads out of a barn. We've got bad luck. We got a double tap on the head of our warthog. That was brilliant. And hey, 271,000 C-bills, which we're gonna spend on mech repairs. And the rifleman's now completely fucking worthless. I'm gonna fire all y'all. Clearly, you guys missed the memo about being good. I'm not actually pissed at you guys. I'm pissed at the game. But I am very much pissed at the game. Oh, very much pissed at the game. I like how there's only 2 parts to an Ifrit, even though one ejected. That just fills your soul full of happiness, don't it? Lawn parts, the Ifrit part, ear medium laser, supercharger, none of this matters. It's all garbage. I don't know if Karagor's dead yet. I'll have to see.